What's going on, guys? My name is Kaiki. I'm a creator based in Japan, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the gear I use all the time. Over the past 2 years, I've been very fortunate enough to travel and do video and photos for my work, and these are pretty much my essentials, and I just want to talk about them first. Through this video, I really hope that you can get like a sense of what a videographer and photographer uses for his work or his personal trips. I hope it helps you make decisions on what gear to get, and let's just dive into it. Funny enough, this is my first time seeing like my actual gears laid out perfectly still, and there's a lot of stuff. Shit. Alright, let's go with bodies. Main camera I use right now, the BLACKMAGIC pocket cinema camera 6K. I actually made a video about this. If you want to check that out, I'll put the link below. This is my main camera, and this is my sub backup camera. This is a 5D Mark IV. This is like my first ever legit camera that I bought for myself. When I got this camera, I told myself that I was gonna be a creator. Fast forward 2 years, here I am, enjoying my life, doing what I love. So yeah, this camera has helped me build this career, and I really love this camera. Even though I upgraded to the BLACKMAGIC 6K, I do have to shoot photos at times, so I have decided not to sell this camera, and it's a really special camera, so I can't let go of this camera. It's too much. I use the BLACKMAGIC for most of my work, but if I'm just gonna shoot like a regular YouTube video, I'll probably just bring my 5D, because after all, it is a pretty good video camera. Now for some lenses, I actually have 4 lenses, but normally I would only carry 2 because I like to limit myself so that I can be more creative. Alright, this one is the 16-35 f2.8. It's a really fast lens, and this never leaves my bag. And the second lens I mostly carry is the 100mm macro. This one is, I think, f2.8. Yeah, it's f2.8. It's a really good lens. It's really crystal sharp. I like to get that really nice macro shot that normally people can't really get because they normally don't carry a macro lens. So that's something that I really like. So that's why I carry these two all the time. I used to use like a Lacy. There's rugged hard drives, but those were like too big. Now I use SanDisk Extreme portable SSDs. This is 2 terabytes. And another one I have is from Samsung. It's a T5 1 terabyte. I'm planning to buy a lot more of these because I don't want to carry the big ones. Yeah, these are extremely fast. SSDs are far more faster than normal hard drives, so I highly recommend you guys using an SSD because you want to back up your footage fast, so you can just focus on editing or just go to sleep faster. We always have that, right? When we go on to like trips and we shoot from sunrise to like midnight, we start like backing up our footage, and with the hard drives you have to wait a long time. But I would normally just use an SSD. You can just transfer footage so fast. It saves a lot of time. And while on the road, I would edit on my MacBook Pro 15-inch. I think this is the 2018 model, I think. You may have wondered what this black thing is on the side. This is where I just stick my SSD. It goes like this. Like, I carry it like this. A lot of people have made fun of me just because it looks so stupid, but to be honest with you, this has saved me a lot of energy when it comes to like editing on a train or on a plane. As you can see, it stays perfectly still, and even when you're like walking around, this thing's not gonna fall around. So yeah, this thing has made it far more productive when I wanted to edit on the road. I've just stuck another of these magic tapes on my SSDs, and it's pretty good. So recently I've been shooting a lot of YouTube videos, and I've decided to get like a vlog camera. This is from Lumix. It's TZ90, I guess that's the name of this camera. It's a really compact camera that I use for vlogging. It has a flip screen, so that's pretty cool when I'm like trying to vlog like this. I could potentially vlog on the 5D Mark IV, but I decided to get this one because it's too stressful for me to switch lenses all the time just for vlogging. Or when the camera is on rolling, I would have to take it off, put a mic on, and start vlogging. I knew doing that would prevent me from actually continue vlogging. Like, I would be like so stressed, and I would lose motivation to shoot myself. So that's why I decided to get this camera. So far I'm pretty happy with this, and I don't really plan on buying vlog cameras. So for camera straps, I use these. They're from Peak Design. Like, you may have wondered why I have these like really weird like red things on the side. They're actually for these camera straps. You just put it on like this, and boom, now it's on. put it on this side. And now you have a perfect camera strap that you can just, you know, take it off all the time. To be honest, the main reason I have a camera strap is not because I carry it on my shoulders a lot. It's actually because I shoot a lot of handheld stuff. So what I normally would do is put the camera strap here, hold it like this, you know, keep these straight so that, you know, there's 3 points holding the camera. So by doing so, you can keep the camera relatively stable and you will have a better handheld look from these cameras. All right, drones. So this is my absolute favorite. I use the MAVIC 2 Pro from DJI. Like everyone else, I use this drone like all the time. So yeah, and I always use an ND filter for my drones. I use these filters from Polar Pro. It comes in a set of 3. It has ND4, 8 and 16, and basically in any conditions I would always have an ND filter on. So I always want to do my best to shoot in 1/50 of a second to get that cinematic blur when shooting in 4K 24 FPS. And to be honest, aside from low light, I feel like the images you get with an ND filter is far more better than without anything on it. These are really good. I highly recommend checking out Polar Pro for filters. And the next one is the Insta360. This is a 360 camera I carry all the time. I have to actually like shoot content like monthly with 360 camera, so that's why I bring this. But I was pretty skeptical about 360 cameras, but you know, these days I actually enjoy like, you know, putting this camera like on the side. It could be like a really cool BTS camera. I have a lot of mounts for this, but normally I would carry something like this. I would just like, you know, screw it, and while I'm, you know, just shooting, I would put this on the side. This would capture like the BTS, so I thought this was pretty cool. So that's why I keep this in my bag all the time. I've been having fun using this, and I'm actually shooting a video with a 360 camera just for my personal work. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And this leads me to this. This is a really, really interesting thing. Can you guess what this is? This is really fun. This is actually a mount on the drone. It goes like this, and I actually can put the 360 camera below it. This is pretty cool. Like this is, so yeah, it looks something like this. While I'm flying the drone, there's a 360 camera on the bottom. To be honest, for a lot of my videos, I really like to shoot unique angles. I feel like having a shot unique is much more important than having shots that have already been taken but high quality, I guess. The Insta360 is not as sharp as the MAVIC 2 Pro or like, you know, even any cameras, but it does produce some really unique footage. So that's why I've just been having fun playing around with it. And yeah, I've been just flying my drone like this, and it flies like this all the time. Oh yeah, going back to like filters, for my actual lenses, I use ND filters it's from Marui. It's a Japanese brand, and it's pretty famous for filters. For my SD cards, I use this thing. It has a really hard case. It's from Newer. It comes in like this. This one was pretty cheap, but you know, it's really rugged and it holds my SD card still. Now I guess iPhone. So the reason I carry 2 iPhones is that whenever I'm flying a drone and if one phone dies, then I would need something as a backup. So that's why I carry this iPhone. In the past, I have incidents where my friend nearly lost his phone during a trip. If you're on your own, if you lose your phone on the trip, right, you're not gonna be able to fly a drone, and that's gonna really suck. In order to prevent that, I've always kept like a backup phone. This is an iPhone SE I used to use. So yeah, I just keep this in my backpack most of the times. Tape. You always need tape. For example, when you're shooting indoors and you want to put like diffusers on top of like windows and all that, you know, these tapes come in handy. You can just like, you know, peel it off, stick it in. It's always good to have one in your bag. Headphones. Headphones are so important. Like to me, music is an inspiration. I listen to like chill EDM all the time. Being able to listen to music with, you know, the noise reduction can, you know, get me in my like creative state. You know, this thing is pretty cool. I use this for my edits too, and the noise canceling on this is pretty nice. So and it's wireless. I've been using this for about 1.5 years, and you know, I absolutely love this thing. I always carry this all the time. Oh, this is a small mic that I rarely use, but I would carry it all the time. It's a pen mic that you can just plug it into your phone. And this was only like 20 bucks. So, you know, if you're like, you know, outside, like shooting a vlog or something and the wind is too noisy and all that, you can just put this on your collar and just like, you know, get some good audio with it. So yeah, just in case, you know, you never know what might happen. So I would carry this in my backpack. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this is the backpack I use. It's a brand called INCASE. They have some really cool camera backpacks, and the inside looks like this. And there's all these like small ports that, and all of these small places that you can, you know, put in your SSDs and all that. What I really loved was I can put all my camera stuff in here. I would open up this part. I would put my MacBook Pro here, and you can actually fit a Ronin S in this part over here. There's actually a pretty big space here, so yeah, you can try to like fit in a lot. Even though this backpack looks a little small, there's actually plenty of room to put your gears inside. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool, and I highly recommend checking out this backpack. Alright, that is it. That's the gear I use for most of my trips, and I hope you know, you got some knowledge out of it. I would say getting all this gear is not cheap. It does cost a lot if you want to get all of this, but let me remind you that it took me like 2 years to get all these gear together. And you know, yeah, to me, having the right gear is so important when it comes to shooting outdoors, because you never know what's gonna happen. And you really want to be comfortable with high quality gear so that you can deliver the most out of it. And these are my essentials. Like, I would have to carry all this if I wanted to, like, you know, feel comfortable with like my personal projects, or even like regular, like, simple client works. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.